Full House captured hearts with its wholesome humor and lovable cast, but off-screen, real life brought heartbreak few expected. One beloved star's life was tragically cut short, leaving fans around the world in mourning. Another faced personal battles that played out in the public eye. Meanwhile, one cast member turned their struggles into strength, making an inspiring comeback. Their stories are filled with grief, growth, and redemption. What really happened to the cast will leave you speechless. Candace Cameron Bure as DJ Tanner. Candace Cameron Bure charmed audiences with her warm, relatable performance as DJ Tanner, the responsible and big-hearted eldest daughter in the beloved sitcom Full House. As the most mature of the Tanner siblings, DJ often took on a caretaker role, balancing school, friendships, and her evolving responsibilities at home after the loss of her mother. Her character served as the show's moral compass, guiding her younger sisters with patience and affection while navigating her own teenage challenges. Cameron Bure portrayed DJ with a natural blend of humor, vulnerability, and sincerity, making her a comforting and aspirational figure for young viewers across 8 seasons. Born April 6, 1976 in Panorama City, California, Candace Cameron Bure was drawn to performance from a young age. She began acting in commercials and TV guest roles before landing her breakout part on Full House. Coming from an entertainment family, her older brother is actor Kirk Cameron, she was familiar with life in front of the camera. Her early training and expressive delivery helped her stand out, and by the time Full House premiered in 1987, she was already turning heads at just 11 years old. In 1987, at the age of 11, Cameron Bure joined the cast of Full House as DJ Tanner. Throughout the series, she tackled storylines about self-esteem, friendship troubles, grief, and growing up always with an honest and grounded approach. Her on-screen chemistry with Bob Saget, Jodie Sweetin, and Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen gave the show its heartfelt core, and DJ's journey from preteen to young adult was a relatable experience for countless fans. Years after the original show ended, Cameron Bure returned to the role that made her famous. She reprised DJ Tanner in Fuller House, the Netflix sequel series that premiered in 2016. Now a single mother herself, DJ's story came full circle. In addition to her acting, Cameron Bure built a second career as a best-selling author, Hallmark Channel star, and talk show host. Her faith and family-focused approach to life kept her closely connected to her fanbase. Now 2025, Candace Cameron Bure is 49 years old and remains active in both entertainment and publishing. Her portrayal of DJ Tanner stands as a defining role in American television, a character that continues to inspire with kindness, maturity, and heartfelt humor. Dave Coulier as Joey Gladstone. Dave Coulier brought warmth, mischief, and heart to the role of Joey Gladstone, the fun-loving, joke-cracking best friend of Danny Tanner on the iconic sitcom Full House. As one of the 3 father figures helping to raise the Tanner girls, Joey quickly became a fan favorite with his goofy impressions, cartoon voices, and endless one-liners. But beyond the jokes, Joey was deeply loyal and emotionally available, a constant presence in the Tanner home who could lighten a mood or offer sincere advice when it mattered most. Coulier's performance helped balance the emotional tone of the show, making Joey a character who could make audiences laugh and tear up sometimes within the same scene. Born September 21, 1959 in St. Clair Shores, Michigan, Dave Coulier began performing stand-up comedy and voice impressions while still in high school. Known for his animated style and knack for mimicry, he broke into voiceover work early, lending his talents to series like The Real Ghostbusters and Muppet Babies. His comedic timing, vocal range, and approachable charm made him an ideal candidate for family-friendly TV. In 1987, at the age of 28, Coulier joined the original cast of Full House as Joey Gladstone. His chemistry with Bob Saget and Stamos added depth and authenticity to the unconventional family at the center of the show. Joey's bond with the 3 Tanner girls, especially young Michelle, was both hilarious and heartfelt, often showcasing his role as the childlike adult who always showed up when it counted. Whether delivering comic relief in chaotic situations or offering heartfelt support during emotional storylines, Coulier brought a sense of real love to the character. In the years that followed Full House, Coulier remained a recognizable figure in entertainment. He returned to stand-up comedy, voiced animated characters, and made appearances on reality and game shows. In 2016, he reprised his role in Fuller House, where Joey, now a father himself, brought the same quirky energy and heart that endeared him to fans decades earlier. As of 2025, Dave Coulier is 66 years old and continues to perform live, attend fan conventions, and contribute to projects that celebrate classic television. His portrayal of Joey Gladstone remains one of the most beloved roles in TV comedy, a character who proved that humor, kindness, and loyalty never go out of style. Loughlin as Rebecca Donaldson Katsopoulos. Rebecca Donaldson Katsopoulos, known affectionately as Aunt Becky, brought warmth, wit, and grounded charm to the heart of Full House. At 24 years old, the actress portraying Becky joined the cast in 1988, first as a guest character and quickly becoming a central figure. As Danny Tanner's co-host and Jesse's love interest-turned-wife, Becky became a beloved maternal presence in the extended Tanner family. Born in 1964 in Queens, New York, she began her career as a model and transitioned into acting as a teenager. Prior to Full House, she had appeared in various TV shows and films, but it was her role as Becky that earned her widespread fame. Following her success on Full House, she continued acting in family-friendly dramas and television films, and reprised her role in the sequel series Fuller House. Her portrayal of Becky remained consistent, strong, compassionate, and level-headed, offering a foil to the show's more eccentric characters. In 2025, at 60 years old, she continues to work in entertainment and remains a nostalgic icon from 90s television. Aunt Becky is remembered for her wisdom, humor, and as the glue that helped hold together one of TV's most memorable households. Her presence remains deeply cherished among fans, a testament to her lasting role in one of television's most beloved families. Andrea Barber as Kimmy Gibbler. Kimmy Gibbler, the quirky and lovably offbeat next-door neighbor, became a fan-favorite presence on Full House with her wild outfits and unpredictable antics. At 11 years old, the actress portraying Kimmy joined the cast in 1987, bringing infectious energy and physical comedy to every scene. Though a frequent source of frustration for the Tanner family, Kimmy's loyalty and unique charm made her unforgettable. Born in 1976 in Los Angeles, California, she began acting at a young age and gained early recognition in the soap opera Days of Our Lives. Her role as Kimmy marked a defining moment in her career, and she appeared throughout all 8 seasons of Full House. After the series ended, she stepped away from acting to focus on education and family life, earning degrees in English and women's studies. Years later, she reprised her role in Fuller House, where Kimmy's eccentricity evolved into maturity while still retaining her signature weirdness. In 2025, at 49 years old, she remains a beloved part of the show's legacy. Kimmy Gibbler is celebrated for her individuality, unapologetic presence, and for bringing joy and laughter into the lives of generations of viewers, always. Her presence remains deeply cherished among fans, a testament to her lasting role in one of television's most beloved families. Before we step into the heartwarming world of Full House's most iconic character, take a moment to subscribe. You won't want to miss more stories about the lovable cast who made this family sitcom a true classic. John Stamos as Jesse Katsopoulos. John Stamos brought charm, edge, and genuine warmth to the role of Jesse Katsopoulos, the leather-jacketed, Elvis-loving uncle on the beloved sitcom Full House. Introduced as Danny Tanner's brother-in-law, Jesse stepped in to help raise his nieces after the death of their mother. With his rock-and-roll attitude, rebellious streak, and unmistakable swagger, Uncle Jesse quickly became a fan favorite. But beneath the cool exterior was a deeply loving and loyal man who would do anything for his family. Stamos gave the character heart and dimension, skillfully evolving Jesse from carefree bachelor to nurturing father and husband, all while keeping his signature sense of humor intact. Born August 19, 1963 in Cypress, California, John Stamos launched his acting career on the daytime soap General Hospital, where he quickly gained attention for his good looks and on-screen presence. He had already made a name for himself before Full House, but the sitcom elevated him to a new level of stardom. With a background in music and a natural comedic touch, Stamos brought a multi-layered approach to Uncle Jesse, blending swagger with sincerity in a way that connected with audiences across generations. In 1987, at the age of 24, Stamos joined the original cast of Full House. Over the course of the series, Jesse's character developed one of the most engaging arcs, from the reluctant roommate to a loving husband and father to twins. His relationship with Becky, Loughlin, and his journey into parenthood brought emotional depth to the show. Stamos' musical talents were frequently showcased, including his performances with Jesse and the Rippers, adding another dimension to the character. His dynamic with these Tanner children, especially Michelle, created some of the show's most tender and memorable moments. After Full House, Stamos remained a constant presence in entertainment. He took on major roles in shows like ER, Glee, Grandfathered, and Big Shot, and starred in various stage productions. He returned as Jesse in Fuller House, reprising the role with humor, heart, and a bit more maturity, showing how the once rebellious uncle had grown into a caring, present father and husband. Now 2025, John Stamos is 62 years old and still active in television and music. His portrayal of Jesse Katsopoulos remains iconic, a blend of cool, compassion, and lasting family values that continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. Bob Saget as Danny Tanner. Bob Saget delivered warmth, sincerity, and perfectly timed awkward humor in his role as Danny Tanner, the loving and devoted single father on Full House. As the emotional center of the show, Danny was tasked with raising his 3 daughters, DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle, after the tragic loss of their mother. With help from his brother-in-law Jesse and lifelong friend Joey, Danny built a nurturing, unconventional family unit. Known for his obsessive cleanliness, heartfelt speeches, and signature dad jokes, Danny Tanner became one of television's most recognizable and endearing father figures. Saget played the role with genuine heart, giving the character a balance of earnest wisdom and lovable dorkiness that resonated deeply with audiences. Born May 17, 1956 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Bob Saget began his career studying film at Temple University, where he initially aspired to be a documentary filmmaker. However, his natural comedic ability and quick wit led him into stand-up comedy and eventually into television. Before landing Full House, Saget was already making a name for himself in the comedy world and briefly appeared on CBS's The Morning program. In 1987, at the age of 31, Saget joined the original cast of Full House as Danny Tanner. His portrayal struck a rare balance between humor and emotional depth. He gave viewers not only laughs, but also thoughtful moments of parenting and family love. Danny's deep bond with his daughters, combined with his tendency to over-explain, over-clean, and over-care, was both hilarious and touching. Saget's chemistry with his co-stars helped solidify Full House as a cultural mainstay of the late 80s and early 90s. Beyond Full House, Saget became the first and most iconic host of America's funniest home videos, bringing his comedic voiceovers into millions of homes. He continued performing stand-up and took on edgier comedic material later in his career, embracing his dual image as both wholesome dad and boundary-pushing comic. He also returned to play Danny Tanner in Fuller House, bringing a nostalgic and heartfelt presence to the revival. Bob Saget sadly passed away on January 9, 2022 at the age of 65 in his hotel room while on a comedy tour. His sudden death was met with an outpouring of grief from fans and colleagues. He is remembered not only for playing Danny Tanner, but for his generosity, warmth, and impact on American television. Mary-Kate Olsen as Michelle Tanner. Mary-Kate Olsen shared the role of Michelle Tanner, the youngest member of the Tanner family on Full House, with her twin sister Ashley. She began the role in 1987 at just 1-year-old, and over the show's 8th season run, she helped shape one of the most recognizable child characters in TV history. Michelle was spunky, curious, and full of comedic charm, delivering some of the series' most memorable lines, many of which became iconic catchphrases of the era. Born Mary-Kate Olsen on June 13, 1986 in Sherman Oaks, California, she and Ashley were cast as Michelle when the producers wanted twins to alternate filming for child labor regulations. Though indistinguishable to many early viewers, Mary-Kate eventually took on more of Michelle's scenes as the character became more physically active and expressive. As Michelle, Mary-Kate displayed surprising comedic instincts for a toddler, mastering timing and facial reactions that delighted audiences. As she grew with the character, she brought more personality to Michelle's mischievous, independent streak. Alongside Ashley, Mary-Kate helped build a media empire, turning their TV success into a global brand that included movies, books, and merchandise. After Full House ended in 1995, Mary-Kate continued acting in joint projects with her sister, such as It Takes Two, Passport to Paris, and A Holiday in the Sun. However, in her late teens, she shifted away from acting to focus on fashion. Together with Ashley, she co-founded high-end fashion labels like The Row and Elizabeth & James, gaining critical respect in the design world. As of 2025, Ashley and Mary-Kate Olsen are both 39 years old and continue to lead private lives, preferring to stay behind the scenes in the creative industries. Though neither returned for the Fuller House reboot, their portrayal of Michelle Tanner remains a defining chapter in 90s television and a cherished memory for fans around the world. Jodie Sweetin as Stephanie Tanner. Jodie Sweetin played Stephanie Tanner, the lively, talkative, and often hilarious middle daughter on Full House. She joined the show in 1987 at just 5 years old, instantly winning over audiences with her energy and personality. Known for her catchphrase, "How rude," and her comic timing, Stephanie quickly became one of the series' most beloved characters. Throughout the show's run, Sweetin portrayed Stephanie's journey from precocious little girl to a thoughtful teen, capturing both the funny and emotional sides of growing up in a non-traditional household. Born Jodie Lee Ann Sweetin on January 19, 1982 in Los Angeles, California. She was adopted at 9 months old and began acting in commercials before landing her breakout role on Full House. Despite her young age, she held her own alongside an ensemble cast including Bob Saget, John Stamos, and Candace Cameron. As Stephanie Tanner, Sweetin added a spark to the Tanner family dynamic. She wasn't just comic relief, she brought genuine emotion to scenes dealing with jealousy, self-esteem, and grief. Whether delivering sarcastic one-liners or showing quiet vulnerability, Sweetin made Stephanie a full, relatable character. After Full House ended in 1995, Sweetin faced struggles in her personal life, including substance abuse, which she later discussed openly. She used her experiences to help others and became a public advocate for recovery. She returned to acting and writing, and in 2016, she reprised her role in Fuller House, playing a grown-up Stephanie raising her sister's children alongside old friends. Now, 2025, Jodie Sweetin is 43 years old and remains active in the entertainment industry. Her honest approach to life after child stardom and her enduring role as Stephanie Tanner have earned her lasting respect from fans and peers alike.